Have you ever felt like if you were to leave social media entirely, that you would become an outcast? What will your friends think? What will your friends say? Will they just completely forget that you even exist? These are legit concerns that I hear repeatedly all the time. And here's what I have to say to those of you who are feeling like you will become an outcast if you were to leave social media. As you watch this video, I want you to leave a comment down below letting me know if you've ever felt this way before, maybe you're feeling this way right now, or what your biggest concern is around the thought of leaving social media entirely. First of all, if your friends cannot support you and make an effort to keep you in the loop in some other way, via not social media, then you should probably be questioning their friendship in the first place. And you need to try your very hardest to just stop caring so much what other people might be saying or thinking about you and your decision. What I've actually found is that usually when people, especially your friends, can't be happy for you deciding to do something that's good for you, that's going to improve your life, if they can't see that and they talk down to you about that, it's usually because they're jealous that you're doing something they don't have the willpower or the courage to do themselves. So pay no mind to the negative feedback that you might be receiving from your friends or to the behind your back banter that they may be saying when you're not around about your decision to want to leave social media. And will they forget that you exist? Possibly. And if they do, then you probably weren't great friends in the first place to start out with anyway. You should be in touch with your real friends offline. So getting rid of social media should not completely cut off all communication that you have with your real friends. You should already be in touch with your real friends offline. Look, I know that you may have some serious concerns about leaving social media, some valid concerns that are actually kind of scary to you when you actually think about legitly leaving your social platform. But at the end of the day, if your focus really is on what actually, truly, deeply, really matters, those concerns will become irrelevant and you can probably move forward with your decision peacefully and confidently. I mean, heck, maybe it's time you take those friendships and those relationships that you have online and you take this opportunity to take them offline to strengthen them and make them deeper instead of just keeping them surface level where they tend to stay online. I mean, just imagine if everyone who was at one point felt that nudge to leave their social media at one point or another, imagine if they actually followed that nudge. Do you think we might see more people who are happier with themselves and with their overall life? Less comparison and more appreciation for what we have? Less surface level connection and more deep, genuine love for one another? I think so. So to you ever so wise person out there who's watching this, who has felt that nudge, I encourage you with everything inside of me to lean into that. If you're worried about being an outcast, you're worried about the wrong thing, my friend. Your whole life, I'm like painting a picture of your life. Your whole life is waiting for you on the other side of this decision. And it is so much more beautiful offline. Now, after a few years of hearing from hundreds of people who have left social media, one of the wonderful things about being able to be on the front lines of that decision is that I have been able to see what makes people successful with leaving social media and staying off, like following through with what they actually set out to do, versus people who delete it and end up right back where they started a day, a week, a month, a year later. So in my efforts to share with you the number one thing you must, absolutely must do if you want to successfully leave social media, I created a fun download that you can work through, you can read through, that will give you the tools, give you the background information needed to help you follow through on your decision and do it successfully. I'll leave a link in the description for you to get access to that download. That's it for today's video. If you want to join me offline and get to know more about what I'm creating, this movement I'm creating offline, then head over to inspired.co so you can learn more about what I'm creating over there. Thank you so much as always for letting me take a few minutes of your time. I hope this video was useful or helpful or insightful or action inspiring in some way for you, or at least encourages you to spend more time offline. And to you out there who is feeling the nudge to leave social media, I encourage you to lean into that and to muster up the courage that it will take to do so. I promise you will not become an outcast unless you allow that to happen. Sending you all my love and support, and I will catch you next time.